Hey guys, I'm Lee.
I'm Austin.
We're here with Harrisonburg Auto Mall with the newly refreshed 2020 Sonata. Now the Sonata first came out in
1985. This car has actually been produced for 35 years, and on top of that, this is actually the 8th generation body style.
Now the sedan market has kind of fallen off to the SUV market. Hyundai obviously came out with this new revamp of the Sonata to show you the sedan market isn't dead.
Yeah, so our question for you guys is this the best Sonata yet?
That's what we're here to find out. First things first, guys, let's talk about the most profound and my favorite feature on the 2020 Sonata. It's probably these LED headlights right here. As you can see, the lights are lit up and they stop right here. When the lights are off, this turns into a chrome strip that follows the infinity loop all the way down the vehicle. Now, this is LED right now, but when you turn the turn signals on, it'll go back and forth between the LED headlights and the turn signals.
Now, from the other Sonatas that we've seen, they've been kind of just your more plain Jane sedans. But with this one, as you can see from this really sporty looking grille, we got some of the vents here and everything like that. We got the front diffuser there. Now they have lowered the vehicle actually, and we've also widened the vehicle a little bit. And that's gonna allow for a little more smooth ride. And on top of that, it's just gonna look a whole lot nicer. Now the body lines on the vehicle, we have the body lines of course on the hood, and then down the side with the chrome infinity lasso. And then we have this new body line down here since we have two parallel lines that go pretty much along the side of the vehicle.
Now coming to the back of the Sonata, you can see a streamlined design where the trunk is coming into the spoiler, and then your tail lights are right into the spoiler as well. You also have a new updated tail light. It looks almost like horns to me. And then you have your fins, aerodynamic fins, on your tail lights as well. You can see they've added a little bit of more black trim on the back as well to give it a sportier look. And then they put Sonata all the way across the trunk to give it that luxury feel. Another feature that Hyundai's already introduced in their Sonatas, but it is a feature that I really love, is the trunk opening system right here, right inside the emblem of the H.
Another great feature about this thing and to the overall design of it, to kind of make it feel just that little more sporty and high end, is we have these wheels right here. Now they use a little bit of a mix of chrome and kind of gray accents on it, and they got a lot of different, it's like almost two star patterns laid on top of each other to just give it this really, really unique and awesome design. We do have wheel locks that come standard on this vehicle, and on top of that we actually use Michelin tires all the way around. Now one feature that Hyundai has had in the past has been the keyless entry. There was actually a button right here that you push. This thing is still here, but what that does, it actually locks the vehicle for you. Now to unlock the vehicle, you actually just place your hand on the inside of the door handle and the door is good to go.
This is the new key fob for the 2020 Sonata. In the past, you saw the unlock, lock, panic button, and the trunk button. Now, we have 3 more new buttons here. First and foremost, you have the remote start, which was only offered in Blue Link system, but now it is on the key fob, so you always can remote start your vehicle. Now, the feature we're most excited about is the Smart Pack.
Smart Pack. A Smart Pack.
He's got Smart Pack!
This new feature of the Smart Pack enables you to park and unpark your vehicle without you even being in it. We're going to do a quick demonstration to show you this new feature. First, guys, what you're going to want to do is remote start the vehicle from the key fob. Wait for the lights to come on, engine start. Now, you can pull the vehicle forward by holding the Smart Park button. You'll put it in gear, start driving forward. You can even go in reverse with this feature. Go back forward. Now this feature is really great when you have that jerk that pulls right beside you that you can't get out of the parking space, or the jerk that runs in front of the car.
This is a ghost car.
Now that we've covered the exterior features,
let's get inside and we're going to talk about some of the interior features.
Let's go for a ride. let's go over performance first, guys. In the previous generations, you had the 2.0 turbo in the limited Sonata. Now this one, they got rid of the 2.0 turbo and replaced it with a 1.6 turbo that produces 180 horsepower with 195 pounds of torque. So if you're looking, now this one has a good get up and go to it. What would you think?
I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Now, this car does actually give you a couple different features, like with the drive modes. If I'm looking for something more comfortable, I can switch back and forth between smart mode, normal mode, even what I'm in right now is actually sport mode. Now, what sport mode allows me to do is, one, use the paddle shifters here on the steering wheel, but two, it's going to increase my throttle response. It's going to tighten up my steering. So that way the car just, it's got a really good amount of just go for a car that's meant to be a daily driver.
Now, if you're a big car enthusiast and you want a little extra horsepower, they are coming out with the inline Sonata, 2020 Sonata. This one, they are projecting for it to have around a 290 horsepower, excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to be around 290 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque. So it's going to be a beast. Now, don't think that this car is actually going to overpower the Veloster. The Veloster inline is still going to be the powerhouse of the Hyundai line. But this car, for kind of having a good mix between luxury and sportiness, the inline is definitely going to be the way to go. But if you're just wanting a comfortable ride with the most tech features that you can possibly get and the best bang for your buck, the Sonata Limited with the 1.6 is definitely the way to go.
Absolutely. Now, Austin's already talked about the drive modes. You also get your parking sensors on the Limited. You get a front view camera, your auto hold, and your smart park. You also, with this one, they got rid of the gear shift, the old-fashioned in-the-way kind of gear shift. They're trying to be more streamlined with their design and kind of free up some space here. And what they've come out with is a wire-to-transmission gear shifting. Very cool design. You've seen it in the Palisade already, so this is very similar to what's in the Palisade. You still get your smart cruise control. You get the pedal shifters with it, and then you'll get your high beam assist, your lane keeping assist. Also, a new feature with the safety features is lane following assist. What that will do is, instead of the lane keeping assist where it bumps you once you get out of the lines, it will bump you back into the center. This one actively keeps you centered within the lanes while you're driving.
And remember, with all that highway stuff, keep your hands on the wheels at all times. We don't want you taking your hands off for any reason. This car is not a self-driving car. It is just a driver's assistance car. So basically, this car is just going to help you. It's not going to drive for you. But this car has a full heads-up display. It's full color. It displays any of your safety information, such as blind spot detection, lane keep assistance, lane follow assistance, smart cruise control. It also displays your current speed, navigation information, whatever road you're on. If you're in the one with the navigation, it will also let you know essentially like what the speed limit for that road is. So there's a lot of cool things about that, but that helps you keep your eyes on the road without having to take your eyes down to look at your music, to look at what speed am I going, anything like that. You can keep your eyes forward at all times.
All right, let's go over features, guys. So, totally different interior on this new 2020 Sonata. Even that all the way to the air vents. Really good streamlined design here. They have even the gauge clusters digital now. You have it's like 11-inch display here for your navigation, radio, other stuff like that. Even the air conditioning controls are updated. They almost have little toggle switches for your ventilated and heated seats on this one. You'll still get the heated steering wheel. You'll get dual AC controls, and they even show up digitally, almost like on the higher end.
Yeah, right in the knob,
I believe. So that's a really good look there. You get the wireless charging pad. So like the old Limiteds, you get the front view camera, parking sensors, your drive modes. Here is where the smart park button is, and then your auto hold.
Yeah, overall, everything in this car is just really, really beautiful. Like he was going over just the design of everything. Almost kind of reminds me of being like a really streamlined like cockpit almost. Everything's really comfortable to see. Everything's really comfortable to access.
for the driver, one of my favorite features has got to be the heads-up display. And another feature that you kind of see that just goes really smooth with the design is actually the Bose speakers that they got all the way around. Now with this vehicle, you do even also have the Bose center point. Any of you audiophiles out there know that the Bose center point speaker is really going to help, like when you're listening to music or listening to your favorite podcast, anything like that.
Now they have the Sounds of Nature feature. It's really cool. You can listen to different, kind of different styles of...
Yeah, like if you want to cruise down the road and listen to some...
warm fireplace.
Yeah, it's like just whatever it is. It's really neat. Yeah, now playing with this big touchscreen here is really, really smooth. This is actually one of the smoothest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, this very, very responsive touchscreen. Almost like a new iPad or phone. Very responsive. I do like that. You'll get a highway assist, I believe, so it'll pick up speed limits.
Yeah, that's part of your lane follow assistance system. Like when you turn that on, it'll detect like whatever the speed. It uses the built-in navigation to determine what the speed limit is for the road that you're on, and then it'll actually keep the car maintained at that speed. And it'll also work hand in hand with your smart cruise control, so that way you're not sitting there having to constantly put your foot on the brake and slow down or speed up. That it'll not only keep you within the speed limit so you're not getting speed tickets, but it's also going to keep you at a safe distance from the vehicles in front of you.
Absolutely. And you get this big panoramic sunroof like the old vehicles. Looks really good. Another cool feature in these is they upgraded the leather. They're going to a Napa leather now. Very luxurious look, I should say. It reminds me of a Genesis, BMW, Mercedes. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're really trying to hit that high-end market with this. It's the perforated leather as well, so when you have heated and ventilated seats, that especially with the ventilation, it just comes right through the seats and it cools you down really fast. So it's awesome for the summertime.
I think overall length on this vehicle is right at 192. So I think it might be a little bit longer than the older Sonatas. It's 192.9. And then your overall height or headroom, you're getting 40
right
inches.
And one of the biggest things to why we have more headroom in this one is the way they designed the headroom. So it's actually a convex, so it bends outward instead of being kind of flat or anything like that. And so with that bend, it's going to give you just that little bit more headroom. And also from the exterior, it's just going to have a much nicer design when you're looking at it, to have that small little curve in it.
The handles, I like how they kind of just went straight into the door handles with this design on the side of the doors.
If I don't know if you've noticed, but it almost kind of follows that infinity lasso that we see on the outside.
Absolutely.
Where that chrome trim just laps around and kind of goes all the way back. Because it goes through here, and it even has the same design in the rears.
Yeah, I just got into a 2012 Santa Fe today, and it actually kind of reminds me of those door handles.
Some of their older designs.
Absolutely. So maybe they took some of those design features from those. The air vents look really cool, really slim-looking air vents, but really good points of direction here. You get 3 different auto air conditioning control features as well. Also, another cool feature is the digital key system. You get almost like a hotel key.
Absolutely. Yeah, that thing is a really awesome feature if you guys haven't checked that out before. So with the digital key system, what it is your normal key fobs, your Kleckas, these guys right here actually are what we're all used to using. They've been the standard for quite a few years now. With the digital key, you can still use it, but it's also been replaced by a card that's pretty much looks exactly like a hotel room key. You can give that to you can use it as a valet key. You can give it to a friend. It locks and unlocks your doors. And if you want to start the vehicle, you just need to get in the vehicle, place it here on the wireless charge pad, put your foot on the brake, and then start your vehicle like normal. So that way, let's say you need to go out of town, or somebody needs to move your car, whatever it may be, you can actually just give that key to somebody instead of handing them your key ring, which we all know you have like 1,000 keys on there. So makes it a lot easier. And then also it's slim enough to just keep in your wallet. So if you're ever in a situation where you do lose your key or forget your key, you're not going to be left stranded on the side of the road.
Yeah, and also with the Hyundai Blue Link system, you can even add your phone as a digital key.
Absolutely.
Which is really great. You just place it in a wireless charger and have it in here, and you can start your vehicle, do everything like you would have the key fob.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, you can actually give friends who have smartphones, you can give them a digital key through the phone as well, can't you? Yeah.
And then you can set up, I believe, boundaries and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Curfews.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff that it goes into a lot of details. It alert you like if like they go outside of a certain area, they're out past a certain time or whatever it is. And on top of that, I think the only thing that you would really need is just a Bluetooth.
I like that.
The only things that you actually need are just Bluetooth and NFC, which NFC is just called near field communication. So that just means when the device is near another device, they can actually communicate with one another.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for the interior. I think we've covered everything. Guys, please comment below if you think this is the best Sonata yet. We would want to see your comments and see what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, it's definitely on the top of my list. So, guys, if you did like the video, click here to like, click here to subscribe, and also you can click down here at the bell, turn the notifications on if you do like this channel and you want to see more about it.
Absolutely. See you guys later.
You will know that is...
All right, so
Features!
It's not Smart Pocket.
dang it. Let's go for a ride. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Nelly.